Alright guys, here's one of my large EQK units. I'll go a roundabout view quick.
The hot classic rock for the Jersey Shore ×2. It's Double Shot Thursday 2 from Aerosmith as we rock through a free flight on Barbaloo. I don't know if you've seen Patrick Stewart.
Like tripping in here.
Quadruple take and appearing highly stoned. But if you have not seen this video and you don't even know what a quadruple take is.
Alright, before I go any further here, I gotta be careful about how I do this because this is so easy for me to make this the longest video I have. So I'm gonna start with the oldest one. Then I'm gonna go. Here's the oldest one right here, and then I'm gonna move on to the later model of the two. Although they're not that far apart, I'm thinking maybe 5 years at the most. I'll do one of each, and then I'll do one comparing the two. But I'm gonna compare the two back inside the chassis though. Actually, you know what? Better idea. Alright, but that's a story for another video. I'm going to start with this one right here. Now, this one I got back in probably, I guess, grandfather was still alive, and so was my... So, had to be 2007 when I got this one. It was hanging out of a wall on right down the street from the house on Graceful Lane in the Greenbrook section of Levittown. Runs off, you know, your standard 220. It looks like they had a replacement cord. Who knows why? Maybe the other one was busted, or maybe the cord was too long and they had the outlet right next to the unit. Now, go over the basis. Now, this is the panel I have on there. It has, you know, your open close for the vent. See if I can show that. If you can see it. It's back there though. Is off, quiet, normal, and super. Energy saver switch, fan auto, fan on. I usually keep it on an auto. Energy saver is pretty cool. That's awesome too. Nighttime range and daytime range. Has the EQK logo. Got this nice speckled front here. Don't get any better than that. Thermostat still clicks on. There's that. The evaporator is in very good shape. Now I haven't fired this up in a couple years, and I really wanted to fire these up today, but I can't find my freaking 220 extension cord I made. Now it's long enough to reach from all the way on the other side of that door where the wall unit's at, all the way out here, so I can plug these in, which is really what I wanted to do, but sometimes shit happens. But it's got these 2 sets of these air director louvers. Very nice. These kind of stick out from the front. It's got this big ass compressor on it. Now man, when I tell you this thing is heavy as hell. Look at how thick the wires are going to the compressor. And Z3, I'm not sure what that's for. That goes out to the condenser. So in here is the cold one, it goes into the evaporator. Look at that big ass fan back there. The fan's metal. Talk about something that'll lop your fingers right off. Turns nice and easy. Still moving. That's just one flick of the finger. Let's go to the back here. It's got the faded EQK tag. This one has the 2 drain holes on it, which is an indication of the mid to late 1970s. Now, here's the front cover. These are some of the nicest front covers ever made, in my opinion. Like, look at the freaking just the quality of design on that. And when it's up, that just kind of you can bend that back and forth. Has a little grips on it. You can, you know, pull up. The filter normally slides in here. This piece here pops out so you can still clean the evaporator off. The filter, the one that comes with it now, I have the frame to the filter, but the filter that came with it's dry rotted. But it don't really matter because I can go online. They actually still sell the parts on that one website. They still sell the filter that's the exact dimension that slides right in there. funny because the house kind of like across the street used to have one of these, and it was the first one like that I ever saw. Now, I was used to the 2-vent model, which I'll get into, because that's what we had back in the living room back in the day. But this one grew on me a little bit. Now this piece this control panel is usually behind that door there. It's got a little design here. Usually clips on like so, so it would look, like I said, I'll put it back together and get another video on it. But typically this is what it would look like, and it's behind that. Once I get everything back into the chassis, or the chassis back into the case. I'm going to put you down for a second as I lift this case up. Move the front cover out of the way quick, that way I won't damage it. That'd be about my luck. Whoops. Yep, come on. Even the case is heavy. I apologize for that. Here's the backs of them. Now I'm sure most people have seen these before at one point. I mean, they're not all that rare, although the 2 drain hole one is getting there. Now the 2 drain hole models typically don't have Emerson Kool written on them, but they do have the EQK tag on it. See, 1 drain hole, 2 drain hole. They most of them have this little metal slat in here. I'm not exactly sure what it's for, but it does look cool. These rubber things here on the end by the drain holes line up and the water drips out through here. I'm not sure what that one's for, but most of them tend to have it. It doesn't really do nothing. There's nothing that lines up with it down there on the bottom. That's one side. Love that design. So I call it the T-cross design. It's like that on, yeah, I'm kind of tight here today. It's like that on that side too. I'll have to get it back into the case and fire it up. Not fire it up, I wish I could. I'm trying to move here without killing myself. But this part, obviously, in case any newcomers, people that don't know anything about this kind of thing, the case gets mounted into the wall and screwed in via the holes over here and on the top, and then you pick the unit up, which I recommend at least 2 people because this beast is heavy as hell. They don't make nothing like that no more. Even the freaking, just the panel alone, the decorative front for the just the panel. The design they actually went to for it. It has everything. Knobs, flip switches, sliders, push buttons. Every kind of control you could possibly think of. And it's in really good shape. And when I tell you this thing blows out ice, it's an understatement. Like, it works absolutely amazingly. So it's a little dirty from sitting out here. Once I clean it up, this will be ready to go right in. It's a big compressor on there. Oh, before I put it back, before I go any further, we'll do the take a look at the nameplate. I don't know if you'll be able to see. Oh, there it is. See if I can slide that out quick. These usually come right out. There's a series of yeah. Alrighty. I don't know if you'll be able to read that, but it's volts 230/208, cycles 60, EER 7.0/6.8. BTUs are 23600/22600, amps 15/16, watts 3390/3325, and model number is 24ED4W-K1. And put that back on. Now I just call these ones the clear up any possible confusion from any later videos from these units. When I say the one vent, 2 drain hole model, it's because I'm talking about the cover with the one vent and 2 drain holes on the back. And notice that the 2 drain holes are on the sides. You got one here and one here. Now the other one's set up a lot differently. Well, kind of. You'll see. But yeah, I'm going to say these are from the mid to late 70s, because if you look up the ads online, you can see them in the advertisement. They have one vents, and then some of the ones from like the late 70s and early 80s, like this one right here, have 2 vents. And one drain hole. That was a fucking fail. Son of a bitch. Like I said, I told you guys before, this has not been my day so far. But anyway, yeah. Thanks for watching. I'll get to the other one next.